question about someone that is preparing lamb.
One of our Greek fans, Louisa Economides, is one of our winners this week. And she has a traditional family dish that she does for Christmas every year, and it's lamb. And honestly, lamb's something I'm not super experienced with, so I had to do a little homework last night. And I came up with a lot of different wine varietals or wine types that would be appropriate with this lamb dish.
Now, to me, in my very limited knowledge, it would seem, okay, you're talking lamb, Greek. It would have to be a red wine, wouldn't it?
No, it does not.
Really?
It would be for me because that's my personal choice, but not everybody loves, red wine. So I've got three different types of Chardonnays, which is kind of interesting. One California and a couple French. And what throws a little kink into this dish is it's served with diced tomatoes, which messes with the wines just a little bit. So I really had to work at it last night, Scott.
You just can't take the stickers off the Rubik's Cube, Mike. So that makes it more difficult what they're mixing with the lamb.
It does. It's like if you were adding a sauce. A sauce really needs to be considered when you're choosing the different types of wines. And in this case, there's some tomatoes on there that are not cooked, so it just adds a little complexity to the situation, shall we say. All right.
But you came up with it. You came up with a solution to the problem.
I came up, we've got a Chardonnay, a California Chardonnay. This would not be my first choice in this situation. I am going to defer right to the two French Chardonnays, and it's interesting, and if our fans go to the blog, they will have all this information, because a Chablis Grand Cru, that is, there's only 7 vineyards in that region that have that designation, but that's made from 100% Chardonnay grapes, and that's in Burgundy is where the Chablis comes from. In Chablis we think of box wines and things like that here in the United States. Not the case in France. There's also a Marsal, which is also from the Burgundy regions. It's from the Côte de Beaune.
You realize when people ask you these questions that nobody would know if you were wrong. It's a huge responsibility, isn't it, Mike?
I just assume everyone will know that I'm wrong, and I try and do my homework.
There's only a handful of people, I think, in West Montana that would know. They say, "Oh, Mike is wrong. That is wrong."
Well, we just want it to be good for our fans. These are great questions. It's a holiday time, and boy, you want a great wine to go with your meal. So I've also got some big full-bodied reds. I've got a Zinfandel, a Cab Sauv, Nebbiolo, which is associated normally with northern Italy, but it's also grown in California. That's a great, big, huge, very tannic wine. It's one that, it needs to have been laid down for about 10 years just so that the wine can do its thing in the bottle. It's very tannic otherwise if it's picked up and opened and consumed at too young of an age.
Not good.
But the two wines that I really chose for this dinner was the Chateaueuf-du-Pape, which means Newcastle of the Pope.
Oh.
I kind of like that.
All right. I like that.
I like that
too.
That, yeah. And that's out of the southern Rhone Valley, and it's predominantly Grenache and Syrah wine types, grape types in that bottle. It's a very elegant, sophisticated bottle of wine. Price matters here. The more you pay, the better the wine is. The other one that I went with is a nice Bordeaux, one of the Chateau Bordeaux wines. And on the blog, you'll see that there's 3 different designations. If you look at a label, it'll say Bordeaux, Bordeaux plus a region, Bordeaux region and Chateau. And again, you want the Bordeaux region and Chateau on that bottle. It's going to be more expensive, but it's going to be a great bottle of wine to go with your dinner. And
it'll go with that well. Now, the other question I had for you is, coming into Christmas, if you have a wine connoisseur, if you have a wine lover on your list, other than going out and buying wine,
and who wants to do that?
Because you know it's not going to be right. And so, other than buying wine, what can you buy someone who is a wine lover?
I got a couple good gadgets here. One that's really popular this year is a wine aerator. It's just a little gadget that you actually attach to the wine bottle.
Yeah.
And as you're pouring, it aerates the wine. I have not used this. I've heard they're great. I've been asked a lot about them, so I wrote on the blog about them and put all the information that I could find. And it looks like a great gadget. I'm an old school guy. I want the decanter. So I found a gift that I'm hoping my wife is listening to the show. So maybe she might buy me this.
That would be a good plan, huh?
It's the wine breather carafe.
Okay.
And you actually tip the bottle into the carafe and just hold it right upside down in the carafe. It all pours out. Take it off, let it breathe for a while, and then you can put the bottle back on this carafe. It's airtight, seals to the bottle, and turn it back and pour it into the bottle so you can actually bring the bottle to the table.
Oh,
it's not the most attractive looking carafe, but this gadget I think really works.
Where do you get this stuff?
You know, I'm going to put the links on my fan page this afternoon.
All right, good.
And so people will know where to go grab.
Plus, you have the information on all the wines that you talked about.
All the wines, and yeah, I've got probably more information than anybody wants on the blog.
That's perfect. Plenty to choose from. Mike, good to see you.
It's great to be here on Wine Wednesday.
Right, we'll see you again next week, and we'll cover the holidays a little bit more.
Cheers to our fans.
All right, there you go. It's 8:29. Wine Guy Mike, brought to you by Chow Mambo and Grizzly Liquor.